Greg, I got to tell you the truth. Tudor, I got no qualms with Tudor because it doesn't pretend to be something it's not. You know, Tudor is a really cool brand. Mm-hmm. It's funky. Rolex is too conservative. Rolex can never be cool because it's too popular. You know, it's too prestigious. Whereas Tudor, they can use orange. They can do things which normally you wouldn't do. A conservative watch company would never do. And
yes.
Look, that's the thing. I think myself, Tudor's honest because it doesn't pretend. Tudor doesn't pretend to be a Rolex. It's a Tudor. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen the advertising of Tudor lately, but they're actually tying into Porsche. Like this model here is advertised in a Boxster. Like it's really quite. It's Tudor people aren't Tudor wearer. He doesn't pretend it's a Rolex. It's a Tudor. It's cool. See, Tudor is for someone who's already got a few Rolexes and just wants something different. That's what it is. I mean, that's why I can't. I don't give a fuck whether it's not a fucking in-house AP movement. It's fucking.
Where to service it if you want to service it? You've got to send it to Tudor, yes?
Well, Rolex. Tudor is Rolex, right? But I would get Paul. If it's brand new, you're not going to have any problems for fucking 10 to 20 years, are you? I mean, they make a good product. See, they're not ultra thin. It doesn't pretend to be ultra thin. It's fucking.
That's what it is.
The reason it's so beefy is because the type of movement they used.
Yep.
And it's a cool thing.
Robust.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's. I love them. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, it's.
It's very interesting. Yes.
It's a nice piece. Look, I'm not selling it. I haven't offered it to anyone else. I haven't said to anyone else, "Hey, I'll sell it." But I think myself, you know, I wouldn't mind keeping it either. You know, if it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing. Tudor is a cool brand. They got the orange, you got the black, you got those hands there, the big luminous. You know, it's a very different. My collection and your collection is very conservative. It's something completely left field. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
It's left field without being shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of. I love Tudor. Tudor to me is just a really honest brand. It's a brand which is, you know, it's got a great Rolex heritage. I love the Rolex waterproofing. I mean, let's be honest there. Any other brand, if you know, that's just a fucking classic.
What's the waterproofing on this one? I mean, not that it matters, but if you screw in the crown, I suppose it's fine.
Tudor was always a little bit less than Rolex because they just say that, you know, but
100 meters, I think. Yes.
I think so. I think so.
And it's funny,
but I wouldn't be diving. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be diving with any chronograph, even a Daytona. I would not. You know, I know it's got the screw-in pushers.
But if I happen to, at least if I happen to get any water
or wet, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. That's it.
But the same can be said for the Omega Speedmaster too. It's got a dust cover in it. It's actually quite robust. You know, the Omega Speedmaster, if you accidentally went into water, not that you would, but if you did, it's also pretty good. But the Tudor is better because the Tudor is an oyster case. See, that's an oyster case. That's oyster. You can't get fucking better than that. But, Greg, I'm just saying to you, I reckon Tudor is a cool brand. I don't want all Tudors. I want one, you know, just something different. And I just love the 70s sort of shit. But
it's certainly a lot cheaper than a Daytona. The Daytona costs a fortune.
Well, it's not a Daytona copy because it's so funky. It's 70s. They also had some Tudors which were very much like the Daytona.
Yes.
But that wasn't really my cup of tea. I never wanted a poor man's Daytona. I just love the.
At least it's not. It's different. It dares to be different. It's unique.
It's unique, and
it's like Breitling Navitimer has its own design. Omega Speedmaster has its own design.
The Monte Carlo is just. I love it. I think it's a cool piece, but.
Well, it's called the Monte Carlo, isn't it?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Monte Carlo is no.
That's right. It's a cool thing. It's just cool. It's cool.